people, power! Power to the people, power!
The impacts of climate change are intensifying globally. It is against this backdrop that as ActionAid International Uganda and partners and all interested stakeholders have marked the Climate Justice Week of Action to stand in solidarity with communities affected by climate change.
We are an extremely vulnerable country in terms of climate change related impacts. And we are the least able to respond. As usual, research recommends another research.
If I have lost my crops and I've lost my animals and my gardens are submerged with water and there's food insecurity, there's malnutrition, starvation at household level, who is most affected? The women and the children. And therefore, when we're doing such studies, when we're doing such data collection, it's very important than ever to recognize the inequalities that women face.
Things are happening, but my fundamental concern is that there is limited attention given to the root causes. What are these drivers, political economy drivers? I want to argue that the root causes are fundamentally political economy in nature.
I want you to agree with me that one of the salient enemies of environmental degradation, biodiversity degradation, is agricultural production. Wetlands are reclaimed, trees are cut down, so we are mainstreaming biodiversity, all aspects of biodiversity, into agricultural production.
ActionAid International did a research and published a report called Fund Our Future. And in this report, one of the key findings was that fossil fuels and industrial agriculture are the greatest contributions to the current crisis we are experiencing today. And that we cannot discuss a crisis without talking about money. We talk about the impact, but not the solutions. And we propose two things. Instead of funding fossil fuels, we should commit those resources to renewable energy. And that instead of funding industrial agriculture, we should commit this money to agroecology.
All of us here, we should support agroecology actors. On all platforms, advocate for policies that support agroecology, renewable energy, and farmer protection.
That's why I'm saying we need to have SDG 7 to sustainably provide what? Energy. And by 2030, we are saying we must have the access rates. So the task has been to make clean cooking a top priority, both nationally and internationally.
The common problem is that we have climate change. The people responsible for it are the developed countries. Can they take the responsibility of supporting developing countries to build their resilience? That's where we go for negotiations.
On behalf of Government of Uganda, specifically on behalf of Ministry of Water and Environment, I take this opportunity to launch our report on assessing the readiness and institutional arrangements to access climate-induced loss and damage in Uganda officially.
As implementing partners, we have witnessed the incredible work being done by all the rights holders, some of whom I've just presented here. From words to action, put your money where your mouth is. These are powerful words reminding us that climate justice isn't just a conversation. It's a call to collective action and everyday action.
Participation is important. And to talk about participation, it needs leadership, it needs decision making, it needs information sharing.
We are the refugee based in Mvepi. We are able to plant many trees given by ActionAid through quota. Me being a leader, I'm still advocating for more because we shall not plant only in the settlement. We want to go outside the settlement to the nearest host community to show the women that women can do.
Those one cutting trees, they are not ordinary people. They call themselves general. They are also having guns. I have the videos, I have the photos.
Now you see me walking like this. By the way, they beat me several times to the extent of torture now.
It is very hard for someone to go and face those people. But when you are few, like 4, 5, 6 there, you can do some little bit of action to some few.
You will bear with me. Most of us grew in villages and we were using the 3-stone stove, which is very bad to our health. So we need to face this out. So long as I'm alive, I'm going to empower all the clans of Amur to have energy-saving stoves, have green homes.
And we believe that if you empower with the voices, those who are most affected, and you also empower or bring the evidence to the face of those who are most contributing to this, it starts to bridge the gap.
At EAC, climate action and finance go hand in hand. That is our position. As a regional economic bloc, what we do is that we come up with strategies and policies that can help us leverage our collective strengths to pursue these interventions, as a region.
My task is going to be to translate these complex conversations that we are having here into bits and bytes that my community can actually understand.
So we need to sober up, have actions, not just words. We are very good at writing papers, but let us put into action so that we solve the problems.